Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today we're going to review another power station. Now these power stations are quite common. The big name brand in this regard is Jackery, but there are quite a few competitors who do a very good job. This particular review is about the All Powers, and it's got designation here somewhere. The All Powers R600. Okay, and this is it right here. Turn on this gives you an indication of the amount of charge, the amount of input, the amount of output, the cycles that it's set on, and there are some error codes here if you need them. I was trying one earlier with an overload of the unit. It's got lithium iron phosphate battery in it. Okay, not all of them do, but this is lithium iron phosphate. So that makes it a much more stable battery. There are some ways to charge it. Where are they? Oh, right here. The ways to charge it are over here on the edge, and it's kind of hard to see down there, but this is like a computer plug for AC, and this is an input from solar system, and this is the main circuit breaker reset. Okay, which is a nice thing to have. The other ones I have not seen have that circuit breaker reset. What we have here is 12, 12, and then this is 12. Okay, so you could power a QRP rig off of this, I think, very nicely. I believe these are connected directly to the battery. Then there is a light over here, and it's bright, but it's a spotlight, as you can see. It's a spotlight. A lot of the others have more of a floodlight, which would be more useful for like lighting up a camping area, or if you're doing QRP or soda or mountain topping or whatever you want to do. Now you hear that fan noise there? This thing makes that fan noise from time to time. And when I first got this unit, I put it up on the counter to charge it, and my wife was trying to take a nap, and it woke her up every time that fan came on. It's really quite a loud fan. Okay, let's turn that off and look at the other outputs. We have our class USB-C right here, and these can charge a phone faster than the standard USB connectors that you have down here. Okay, the world is moving to USB-C, but not there yet. The European Union has a kind of a stated goal of moving the world to USB-C. Then it has two 110 volt outlets. Now there is an app for this. I tried to download it, but it's not available yet. Okay, the app, what the app does is allow you to change from 60 to 50 hertz and back if you want to. Allows you to change to 220 out here. These are about 110 is what it is set for right here. Now there are 3 or 4 standard tests that I do. First is to look at the output on an oscilloscope and see if it really is a sine wave. And this is what you see. I made it a negative. You see the little glitch there and the glitch there. So it's a positive going glitch and a negative going glitch. That puts just a little bit in the way of harmonics in the system, not much. I looked at the harmonics and it was not much, okay? And it says 59.81 hertz. So it's a little bit less. So I wouldn't run a clock off it, an old electric clock, but it will do a nice sine wave. There are 2 kinds of sine wave inverters. One of them just provides a sine wave. However, the power factor of the load needs to be near unity, like light bulbs and stuff like that. Although a lot of LED light bulbs do not have a power factor of unity. Some of them are way off, very inductive. Then there is the sine wave that can actually handle an inductive load. Now, inductive loads are very common. And this is the kind of thing that you might be doing with your portable power unit. This is a drywall screw shooter. Okay, it's got cord on it. And the nice thing about this unit and all of the units I've tested so far is that they handle inductive loads well. So if we look at the oscilloscope here, while I trigger this, you'll see a slight change. See, there are some weirdnesses in there, but I remember once trying this with a standard sine wave inverter. I just put it on a little bit. Okay, and that burned out that sine wave inverter, but this one has no trouble with it. So I really like that. This would be very handy for, like, if you're camping and you have a CPAP machine and you need something to keep the CPAP going. This would keep you going all night. I've got a similar one out in the motorhome, also 600 watts, made by Bluetti, and it's much quieter than this one is. I think if they could do something about that fan noise, they'd have a real winner here. Now, they all compete with each other, but they also all compete against Jackery. Now, this is the waveform with the where I was playing that game with the screw shooter. And you see here at the top, it kind of messes up the top. You get a little bit more roughness in the wave. And here's that little burble that we saw a moment ago on the screen. Okay, now it still says 112 volts RMS, but it's somehow reading 240 hertz. So it's reading something off the top of these that gives it a higher frequency rating than just the pure output with no load is 59.81 hertz. Okay, so this is the lab test, okay, and with and then we test the load here, the inductive load ability, which I believe is critical. I tried my other load, which is an 800 watt heater. However, this is a 600 watt unit, and it faulted and turned off, as it should have, with the load that was too heavy. But it came right back without having to reset it, which was really nice. Okay, now, this is what comes with the unit. Besides the unit itself, you've got a pretty good instruction manual in multiple languages, a warranty card in which you fill in your own information, and then there's a little package that these two go in. Claim your warranty, and it's got something there, iallpowers.com, pages warranty-register, where you can register your warranty. Now, this is nice. There's a little bag with a handle on it. This is the connector to a solar panel, and this is the computer type connector to 110, okay? Now, you can set it up to do 220 if you want, but you have to set it up to do that. This will fit into here, and that's where I keep it. This is a little too big, so I'll keep the warranty card in there filed away. And I will probably change these to Anderson power pole connectors and use those with the solar panel. I have a solar panel from Idaho, which is another purveyor of this particular product. Okay, so these are the kinds of things that come with what you're getting. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? Is this a good thing to get? I like it. It works fine. However, it does have a fairly loud fan noise that comes on when charging and so on. It's intermittent, but it is the loudest that I have heard, even louder than the another one that I reviewed earlier. I reviewed a 500 watt unit of Idaho's some months ago, and there's a video on that. We'll put a link in the description. So there you have it. Now, what I'm going to do is get all the power units that I have, which is quite a few at this point, ranging from small to big, and we'll do a shootout between them to where you can see what's going on. If you would like to support this channel financially, you may certainly do so by going to dcasler.com/support and finding a way there that works for you. I've been pushing Patreon here recently. Patreon is very user-friendly. You can start and stop at any time. You have a great deal of flexibility. Basically, it's designed to do a monthly tip kind of thing. There are 4 levels in there, and you can pick the one that works for you. So, until we next meet, stay powered, 73.